It's going down at the gas station, boy. About this gas. It's going down about this fucking gas, bro. These crackers tripping, bro. They don't tell them about that time. Oh.
Shalom. Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And as you see in this video right here, people were out there fighting over gas. All right, the video gets worse, but I'm gonna pause it before it gets there. All right, and fair use. But yeah, this is what happens when this is just a glimpse of the times that we're coming into. All right, just a glimpse of what niggas, okay, and I'm gonna say it just like that, niggas are gonna do when shit hits the fan. All right, and hey man, the time we're coming into, avoid Jake as much as possible, bro. Avoid Jake as much as possible, because everybody out there trying to prove who's harder. They all fighting over gas. They you see the line, it's it's ridiculous. And I'm grateful that I ain't have to go out to a gas station, and this whole time I haven't been to a gas station, but these gas stations were literally packed down the street. All right, you had police had to patrol these gas stations because there were fights and people hitting each other with cars. What you gonna see? These niggas is out of pocket. These niggas, this is why the Lord coming to get rid of 2/3 of our people, because they don't even think about YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, but they ready to fight and kill each other just over some gas. So how much more in the times we're coming into where there's no food, there's no water, when Esau completely shut that system down. All right, and you're going to see just how wicked it's going to get out here very quick, in a time like that. Let's play some more. They
don't tell them about that time. There you go. Oh, they finna do it. Whoa! Oh my God! They going too crazy at this fucking pump right now. Bro, it's going down. Hey, pull up, big dog. Pull your car up. Get your gas. Come on. Y'all watch out. Pull that bitch up. Pull it up, big dog.
So what you seeing right there is people were trying to skip the line, and they punching windows out, and telling the other person, pull this shit up, telling him to hurry up and pull it up and pump your gas before we punch on you too. This is the time we're coming into, man, and 2/3 are people that they gonna be the worst ones, man. They're gonna be worse. Coming across them is gonna be worse than coming across Esau, man. All right, Jake is a and this devil, this is all he looking for in the time of chaos and destruction. So as you Jake start wilding out, this man gonna bring out the street sweepers. All right, and Jake, just absolute wild, okay, just wild, man.
You better pay everything. You gonna pay everything, ho? Fuck that. Get out here, man. It's going down. It's going down at the gas station, man. Boy, it's going down out here, boy. Bought some gas. Y'all see about this? You see how the city get by some gas? You think we won't do this shit? We'll do this shit, man. What's up?
So there you go. All right, they do that about some gas. Some of the comments. It says they right by the jail. How convenient. All right, and yeah, because really it's the Lord that's doing this, man. The Lord is causing people to, you know, get in these situations where they start to really show their true colors, and these people out here are going to wild out. Like I said, this was after the hurricane down here in Tampa. All right, after that hurricane came in, lights was out. They had to use generators to use street lights. Okay, people was lined up around the gas, and only certain places had gas. Other places was all closed out. They ran out of gas, but certain places would get gas, and they would have all these people go out there, and they'll have all these people go out there and try to get gas, but they'll be lined up down the road. It's about for miles, cars after cars just lined up waiting to get gas, and then they'll get all the way to the pump, and then they'll say, oh, there's no gas, and people really started showing their true colors. All right, people was losing patience. You see, they had to fighting. She pretty much squashed her between that car, and she got mad and went to. So people trying to just jump in the way and get gas, and they find out that they get their ass beat. We in this time, man. All right, the Lord warned our people to repent and come back to Him in truth and sincerity, because hey, this time is real, man. All right, and what we're about to see in these last days is about to be another level. All right, another level. Okay, the Lord warned us. All right, so beware. Let me grab a few scriptures. This is Luke chapter 23, verse 31. And if they do these things in the green tree, what shall be done in the dry? Right. So when it's good out here, and you still got this is only a day or two, without gas, people was losing their minds. Maybe a day, or maybe a couple hours in, people was losing their minds. Man, they couldn't get around the way they wanted to get around. People was frustrated. They was going home to no lights. This whole, pretty much all of Tampa had no lights, man. All right, so imagine when the lights cut off for good. Imagine how bad it's gonna be out here, man. All right, and people needed gas for generators, because they was, like I said, they had no electricity. So people felt they were starting to get violent. It was starting to get real violent, man. And that spirit. After the storm, everybody kind of had this sad look on their face. They was all, outside cleaning up and working together. But as you've seen, as days went on with this, situation that we had going down here, people was getting angrier. People was losing their patience, and it was like, the police had to patrol the gas stations. They had to escort the damn tankers, the gas tankers, to the gas stations to try to get it there and as fast as possible. Because people was out there fighting, man. All right? And then people will be out there waiting because they'll run out of gas. People be sitting there waiting because they done ran out of gas in their car at the gas station in their spot. So they're trying to stay in their spot. And they'll be waiting for the next truck to come to fill, to fill the tanks. Hey, why not just stay home, okay? Why not just stay home? You couldn't work because no place had electricity. But it should show you, man, Jake is not ready for this place to shut down. And like I put up on my post, these people, when it comes to the things that they need or they think they need, such as transportation to get around, in order to get that gas or keep a car, they gonna take that charagma. Everybody talk like, oh, I ain't taking it, but you don't know, the stipulations that's gonna come with it. You're not gonna be able to get gas or have a car, okay, without that. So the Lord is just, he's setting the mood. All right, he's setting the mood, man. All right, let's go right here. Bring that back. It says Proverbs chapter 22 verse 3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And like I said, I times like this, and when a hurricane comes, I don't go into grocery stores, I don't go to the gas station. I get all that stuff ahead of time. I fill my tank up or whatever, get what I need from the store, just already have it, so you don't need it. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, right? So And we always watching. We always watching. So people find out these things in the last minute, and they go rushing these places trying to get gas and water and whatnot. Get all that stuff ahead of time, okay? And you're gonna because we can see the bad times that's coming. All right, and when we're hiding ourselves first and foremost under the shadow of the Almighty, okay, we are hiding ourselves, and then the Lord is guiding us and showing us how to move around and stuff. But majority of these people, they're all going to run into the same, intersection and be out there destroying each other. It says, but the simple pass on and are punished, so they're gonna be punished, man. All right, and let me see what else real quick. I don't want to make this too long, Salakia. But that's the time that we're in. All right, we're going to see a lot more of that. These, like I said last night, these particular situations where they have these disasters and stuff is going to increase. It's going to continue, because that's the Lord's will. It says, Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14: Woe to the world and them that the world therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So imagine if that went on for a day extra, and the cops would, stop patrolling. It's gonna get more violent. People gonna be out there shooting each other. And they were saying that people was, I've heard stories of people been at the gas station. They was at the gas station. They seen people pulling guns on each other at the gas station. Okay, from arguments, and you just sitting up there stuck, in this parking lot at a gas, because it's really like a parking lot. Everybody's trying to get in, so the whole place is full, and it's just like, that's a bad place to be. That's not where you want to be when all hell break loose. Not on the highway either. People get stuck on the highways, bumper to bumper traffic, run out of gas. That was happening a lot too. You see, so this is why the Lord he sent his message out to give you direction. And if you don't follow this direction, you're gonna be in a pitiful case. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and of course their actions shall stand in their power. All right, so yeah, man, it's gonna be lawlessness out here. Okay, anarchy. I thought about it too, because in my garage, I had a few tanks already, a few like gas tanks already full. We just always keep it. You always keep gas full, knowing something can happen, you might need gas. So, but they were sitting in front of my driveway, or on the outside of my garage, pretty much by the driveway. So people, you gotta think people gonna start passing by and start snatching gas tanks, man. And I know that because I used to do that when I was younger. Okay, so and then people gonna start shooting people that they see coming up to their house. This thing is gonna get violent, man. The times we're coming into, if people acting like this about gas now, how much more when the gas ain't coming? Okay, how much more when there is no more gas? How much more when there is no more food, no more water? Okay, this thing is gonna, it's gonna hit quick. It's gonna come fast because, niggas. Okay, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And this is another example of that too, because if you desire to go to this particular city but you ain't got no gas, you ain't going nowhere. Okay, you ain't going nowhere unless you're finna get out there and walk, and that's gonna take you, Then everything is flooded. To this day, particular streets, one of the main streets to get to my house is completely flooded. It's underwater, 4 feet of water. Somebody tried to drive through it and their truck got stuck. And trees came down right in the middle of it, telephone poles. So they gotta wait for all that water to dry up before they can even clean that stuff up, man. All right, so that's how quick a road can be blocked off. And you might desire to go somewhere, but you're not gonna be able to. It says, for because of their pride, and all you saw in that video was a bunch of pride and arrogancy. Everybody was trying to act harder than the next, over some damn gas. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And this is the time you're coming into, man. You're going to have grown-ass men terrified because it's going to be like that out there, Hey, man, I wasn't trying to leave my house if it wasn't for something, that I really needed, and, things started to cool down after a bit, but people are on edge out there, so you want to get away from niggas altogether, okay, if you know what's good for you. The times we coming into, It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their goods. Salakia. But shall destroy their houses and spoil their goods because Salakia. But shall destroy their houses with the sword. Okay, they're gonna destroy their houses with the sword, kicking your door with a gun. Okay, you got gas in here. I see you had gas in your garage. People gonna start wilding the hell out, man. When the lights was out, people was riding around looking for people who had generators. This is the things that we saw down here. This is what we saw after this hurricane. So imagine what the times we're coming into. The Lord showed us that so we can show you. What's going on in California is just to further warn you. You got people that lost their lives, in these particular, disasters that Esau definitely fueled. You see? It says, a man shall have no pity. Ain't nobody gonna pity one another, man. They ain't pity that lady when was kicking her window about the glass went in her eye, or if she, had kids in the car. They didn't give a damn about none of that. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword and spoil their goods. They're coming for all the goods in your house. You got food, you got water, you got alcohol. That's gonna be a big thing. So lucky. But another major thing is gasoline. Even in the fall of hell was to break loose and this grid was to go down and say the gas ain't coming, people gonna try to find any gas they can. And if they know you got gas in your house, what's gonna stop them from getting the gas out of your house to get where they need to go? It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So because of a time of great tribulation, and we coming into the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, it's going to be like that, man. And because of the lack of bread. All right. So the Lord is, He's giving you these warnings. You got to take heed. You got to take heed. The prophet's been out there telling you these things for the longest for a reason. And people that don't, that disregarded it, you're going to regret that. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22, and suddenly shall their sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So sown places where there's usually, a bunch of supplies and, inventory, it's going to be unsown. It's going to be empty, Full storehouses shall be suddenly found empty. So you going, especially when the hurricane, we see bits of that too. Whole aisles be gone because people are stocking up for the hurricane. Water's gone, people be standing in line for bags of sand, and then the water comes up to be 4 feet, and you got sand, and just because you got sand at the bottom of your door, that ain't stopping nothing. So, hey, man, this is why YAHAWASHI is to be feared, because he's telling you the times we're coming into, and this is going to be something that we're all going to have to deal with. All right? And some more than others. All right? The elect will be protected, though. The Lord is going to deliver his elect. Lucky. But he going to keep brothers safe and out of the way. Okay? Let me grab this. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. People gonna be terrified. All you was hearing was sirens. That's all I heard. For the first, couple of days was just a bunch of sirens. That's one thing that we all noticed, especially when the lights go out and everybody just sitting up there looking at each other, because And if you ain't hear generators, you heard sirens. There's a lot of sirens. I noticed that. So this is just a prelude to what's to come. It says, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. You see, people gonna be fighting. You seen all that already. People's up there fighting and arguing like enemies, like mortal enemies. You don't even know this person. Just because y'all need gas, y'all ready to kill each other. Okay, it says the springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So this place is going to be, it's going to come to a standstill, man. You ain't gonna see all that movement. You ain't gonna have no more electricity, lights, running water. All that's going to be done. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee, how the Lord tell you through his prophets, shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. So we're going to see the end of this world as we know it, man. They shall we show apocalyptic movies, a city that's in total ruins, when the end comes, because nobody's there to, to cut the grass and, clean the streets and stuff, man. It's just a bunch of stuff just laying around, all the weeds are gonna be overgrown. Okay, let me grab this too. Let's go to Zechariah, because what you saw right there was nothing but a bunch of niggas, man. Okay, you might have an elected tool and they're just trying to get some gas. But those was a bunch of niggas that was trying to go out and enjoy themselves. 2 hours after the hurricane, and trying to get back to niggatry and skullduggery. All right, and 2 hours after the hurricane, and guess what? They found out they couldn't do that. You wasn't gonna be able to run out there and do what you want to do. The Lord put a stay place on all. Pretty much shut Tampa down. Okay, and the surrounding areas. It says Zechariah chapter 13, verse let's go to verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass. Lucky. Satan, man. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. So 2 parts shall be cut off and die. That's 2/3. And if you saw there was 2/3. If you got a piece of pie, okay, or a pizza, and you cut it into 3 pieces, take 2 of those pieces and ball it up and throw it into the trash. That's 2/3. That's the majority of our people that are going to be destroyed here in America, because they're not going to want to repent. They're just a bunch of rowdy niggas that ain't got no sense and no home training. All right, so the Lord's going to do away with them. It says, and it shall come to pass that on all the land of America, saith the Lord Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein, which is the elect. 144,000 and unnumberable multitude. It says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. And that's what the Lord is doing, bringing us through the fire. This is why you catch so much hell, man. It says, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahawah is my power. You see? So the Lord is going to be with his people. Okay? But you got to know the Lord Yahawah. And if you don't, you are no different than the rest of these 2/3 out here, man. Let's go right here. It says, Psalm chapter 69, verse 22. It says, let the table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. And this is what the Lord, is doing to 2/3 of our people, the ones that can't get it, man. He's blinding you, He's keeping you this truth from you so that you cannot be healed. The Lord doesn't want to save all so-called blacks and Hispanics. The Lord is only here for the elect of the children of Israel. It says, he ain't here for the whole nation. We got to save the nation, brother. To hell with the nation. You saw the nation out there. Them niggas is through. It says, Psalm chapter 69, verse 22. Let the bountiful table set before them become a snare. Let their prosperity become a trap. Let their eyes go blind so they cannot see. So I can. And make their bodies shake continually. Pour out your fury on them. Consume them with your burning anger. Let their homes become desolate and their tents be deserted. To the one you have punished, add insult to injury. They add to the pain of those you have hurt. Pile their sins up high and don't let them go free. Erase their names from the book of life. Don't let them be counted among the righteous. You see, so you got just some, you know, real deal niggas out here that just the Lord just got to do away with. All right, and rightfully so. We understand why. Okay, we clearly understand why. Amen. We see it. All right, like the scripture says, they have become dross, the dross of silver. So he will gather them and burn and kindle them into that fire to melt them. The Lord is coming to destroy 2/3 of our people, man. He's going to bring more destruction and he's going to bring salvation. And this is why we fight so earnestly for that salvation, because we know that, man, this thing, the Lord's about to come and do a cleanup. All right, you got to do a cleanup because these people are, hey, Jake done lost their damn mind. It says, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. We need some evil times, man. Okay, we need some evil times. And if you don't repent, get right, come back to YAHAWASHI, then you know you're going to get caught up in it. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So we know the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. He's going to, to get rid of the majority of our people. So in understanding that, we got to walk accordingly, move accordingly, make sure you got everything you need, make sure you out of the way. When the Lord destroying these people, hey, stay out of the way. Okay, and this is why He gave you this knowledge, so that you will be able to, to comprehend that time. You gotta know what time we're in. Scripture says, measure out the times diligently. You people gonna start acting crazy. It says, let me go to Psalms chapter 37. I just grab verse 19. Because brothers was taken care of, man. Brothers had what they needed, So when the Lord, put these other people through hell, he gonna have mercy upon us. You got to believe that. It says Psalm chapter 37, verse 19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. So the elect are not going to be afraid in these evil times, and in the day of famine they shall be satisfied. And a famine just means a lack of, which more so food, but in this case it was a lack of gas. Lord had brothers good, with gas in the tanks. But most people was out there, fighting over gas. And that's the time we're coming into. You're going to see more of that. More people just, destroying each other, aimlessly because they don't have something. Like I said, real Mad Max. All right, so that's just an example. It says, in the NLT, they will not be disgraced in hard times. Even in famine, they will have more than enough. You will have abundance, man. So the Lord's going to make a way for us, but for everybody else, not so much. All right, and that's why YAHAWASHI is to be worshipped and praised, man. Okay, and honored. Okay, the water YAHAWASHI, because we're going to need YAHAWASHI in these times we're coming into. We shall be no more stayed upon Him that smote us. We're going to fully have to put our faith and trust in YAHAWASHI, and 2/3 of our people are not going to know how to do that. Shalom.